Yeah, hello everyone. Good morning. Myself Muralidhar Reddy. I'm a DevOps consultant and solution architect. Now we are going to discussing about what is AWS CloudWatch. Why do we require? Where exactly we will be using? Let's discuss. What is CloudWatch? CloudWatch is a powerful monitoring and observability service designed to provide comprehensive insight into your AWS resources and applications. Let's take an example. You have a EC2 instance. Okay, someone is stopped the instance, someone is started the instance. Okay, there was some issue with instance. Okay, if you want to be, set up the alarms, right? We can use this CloudWatch. Not only this one, in case if you want to store any application related logs, if you want to store any VPC Flow logs, CloudTrail logs, there are multiple, okay, WAF logs, we can store it here. By collecting and tracking metrics, monitoring log files, setting up alarm, CloudWatch enable you to maintain the health and performance of your infrastructure and applications. Okay. And one of the most advantage, right? Like here, when you use the CloudWatch, we can store any type of logs, either application logs, VPC flow logs, CloudTrail logs, as I said. Okay. There are a lot of benefits using CloudWatch. First one is enhanced visibility. Gain comprehensive insight into your AWS resources and applications. Next one is proactive monitoring. We can monitor, we can set up the alert to detect and respond to potential issues before they impact your operations. Let's take an example. There was some issue with EC2. Okay. Instead of waiting for, impacting all entire application inside the particular EC2, what we can do, right? We can set up the alarm in CloudWatch, right? We can proactively verify and we can quickly troubleshoot and we can fix it instead of impacting wider range. I mean, it means like globally. Okay, fine. And cost optimization as well. We can monitor resource utilization to identify and eliminate underused resources, reducing cost as well. We can monitor cost optimization, we can maintain, and also like operational efficiency, and use logs and metrics to troubleshoot and resolve issues quickly. So instead of, if you store the logs are, you can see that metrics, right? We can easy to troubleshoot and fix the issues quickly, minimizing the downtime as well. Okay, instead of if you're not set up any CloudWatch, if you're not storing any logs in the CloudWatch example, so if there is some issue happen, either in terms of application, either in terms of system level, so how do we troubleshoot? Very difficult, right? If we use the CloudWatch, right, we can store the logs and we can quickly verify the logs. Okay, and also we can see the metrics of the particular infrastructure so that you will get to know what exactly, where exactly there was issue, and we can immediately fix the issue so that it won't be impact much. Okay, and the next thing is, yeah, you can come to the AWS console and you can type it here, CloudWatch. Here in this CloudWatch, it will be support monitor resources and applications. Here it will support multiple things. So we can set up the alarms, we can store the logs, we can set up the metrics as well. If you see here, alarms, logs, metrics as well. Okay, if there are multiple options are supporting. Remember, guys, in real time, right, majority of the organizations are using CloudWatch. In case if they are not using any logging tool, example, Sumo Logic, Splunk, if they are not using anything, right, they will be use the CloudWatch. But the CloudWatch is little bit expensive. So depends on use cases. We will be store the logs, example, VPC flow logs. We won't store all the dev, QA, UAT, prod, pre-prod logs to the CloudWatch. We will be store only production logs to the CloudWatch. Remaining dev, QA, UAT, we will be store it in S3 instead of storing in CloudWatch, because CloudWatch is little bit expensive. And some of the organizations, they may store the application related logs to the CloudWatch. Example, microservices applications CloudWatch. Application logs to the CloudWatch as well. Okay, so one of the most important in the interview level also, they will be asked the question, have you used CloudWatch? Where exactly you used? How do you integrate? Okay, let's take example, I have EC2 instance. How do you set up the alarm? Everything they will be asked the question. So we'll discuss later part practically, but understand that theory part. This is the theory part, CloudWatch. What exactly, where exactly, what is the benefits of using CloudWatch, okay, everything. I hope understand, right? We are going to discussing about how do we create the log group in CloudWatch. Okay, let's see the demo so that you will get some idea. Why do we require to create a log group? See, in log group, right, we can store any type of logs like application logs, infrastructure logs, CloudWatch logs, sorry, VPC Flow logs, WAF logs, okay, CloudTrail logs also we can store it here. Okay, for that one, right, we need to create the log group. Okay, in this particular log group, first you can go here. I logged in AWS account. You can search it here, CloudWatch. Okay, in CloudWatch log group, right? CloudWatch. In CloudWatch log group, we have two types. One is standard one. Second one is infrequent access. Okay, let me show you that one. Now here, this is the AWS CloudWatch dashboard. If you see here left side, we have logs, right? Click the log groups. Okay, now once you click this one, you can able to see it here. Currently, we don't have anything. Create a log group. Here, if you observe here, in log class, right, we have two types, standard and infrequent access. Remember, guys, if you choose the standard, right, it will be give the all the features inside the particular log group. But if you choose specific infrequent access, right, it will give only few things. Let's see the click the info button. If you see here standard, right, it will give everything, and you can check the live trial and also metric extraction, everything you can able to do it. But when you use the infrequent, right, just to be store the logs, it won't be provided much compared to standard one. Remember one thing, if you choose infrequent, okay, the pricing is very less compared to standard one. Okay, compared to standard one, infrequent is very less. So, but still depends on use cases. If you require a live trial, live time and also metric extraction, if you require alarm data protection, those things you have to be used standard one only. Okay, now I'm selecting the standard one. Here I'm giving that example VPC Flow logs. Okay, example dev VPC Flow logs. Okay, we can give it dev VPC Flow logs. Now here I'm selecting retention is one of the most important. The reason is, right, if you're not selecting retention, right, it will be never expire, means the logs will be stored up to 10 years also, 10, 20 years also. But the problem here, right, it will be more chargeable. That's why we always suggested to choose the specific retention setting. Let's take example for VPC Flow logs, right? Usually in organization level, we have to maintain 18 months. If you see here, you have to maintain usually 18 months. That is depends on use case. But when it comes to the lower environments, you can choose 1 month also. That is fine. I'm selecting the 1 month. It means like my latest 1 month logs will be available here. Remaining will be delete automatically. Okay. Remember, guys, once you update it here, right, you have to wait for 72 hours to reflect the changes. If you, let's take example, currently initial time, I mentioned 30 days. But tomorrow I'm changing to 3 days only. I record only 3 days. It means, right, it will be reflect to 72 hours. You have to wait for 72 hours. Okay. Now, example, I'm selecting the 1 month. Now, here, if you see here, log class, right, here we have a standard and infrequent, depends on use cases. We will be choose the whether standard or infrequent. Again, I'm telling standard is more expensive and also it is providing a lot of features. But when choose the infrequent, right, it will be little bit less, but it won't be provide much features. Okay, but I usually, right, in lower environments, dev QA UAT will be used especially infrequent to save some amount. But when it comes to the production, right, we'll be choose the standard one only. Okay, but anyway, I'm selecting the standard one. And also, if you want to be encrypt this particular CloudWatch log group, you can give the KMS key ARN. Okay, but currently we don't record. I'm giving here tags also. Okay, now I'm giving here dev VPC Flow logs. Okay, create a one. Now once we create, right, it will be create the particular log group. If you see here, this is the log group, whether which type of log class, whether it is standard one or infrequent one. Okay, have you configured this one detection or not? And also you can see the data protection. Okay, sense to data count. Okay, retention period, you can see it. If do you have any metrics, filters? Okay, everything, contributor insights, you can see everything. Okay, Okay, fine. Now you can click this one so that you will get some idea. Now I'm clicking this particular log group. Okay. Now you can see here, this is the log class and how many metrics, this is the detection also, whether configured or not, what is the ARN of that particular one, subscription filters, data production if you have any, sales to data count, everything you can able to see here, when it was created, what is the retention period, okay, how much data we stored so far, we don't have any data, right? That's why it is storing, right? Nothing, okay? Fine, now you can see here log stream is nothing but inside the log groups, it will be stored the log events. Okay, those log events, it will be stored in under log streams only. Okay, remember, let's take an example, VPC Flow logs, right? VPC Flow logs log stream will be stored here. Okay, and here you can check using that CNI. CNI will get, right? Okay, ENI, not CNI, ENI. Okay, network interface ID. Using that network interface ID, you can search it here. And also you can check that tags as well. Anomaly detection, if you have any, I don't see anything here. Okay, metrics filters, if you done any metrics filter, if you want to be create, you can create a specific one. Usually for logs, we may not be create much, but you have to be see it here. And subscription filters, you can check it here. And also contributors insights, if you have anything. Data protection also, currently we haven't enabled it. If you want, you can enable that particular data protection as well. Okay, clear, right? If you want to be create any policy also, you can create here, but we won't be use much this one. Okay, understand, right? Any questions? And one more thing, in case if you want to be delete this particular log group, you can do that one. If you want to be edit the specific retention settings, you can do that. In case if you want to be create a metric filter, let's take example, you are getting the logs, you wanted to be such only create the metrics for specific. Let's take example, you are getting reject one. If you want to see the 500, 400 errors, if it is application related logs, okay, you can create a metric filter, okay. And also if you want to create a data protection policy, you can do that one. And also one more thing, subscription filter also you can do that one. You can create a for AWS open search, okay. Open search or elastic search, both are same only. If you want to be create a Kinesis subscription filter also, you can do that one. But remember guys, we selected standard, right? That's why we are able to see all the options. But if we select that infrequent, right, this option, it won't become. Okay, understand, right? In case if you want to be create any contributor insight rule, you can do that one. If you want to export to Amazon S3, you can do that one. Okay, if you want to be see all the exports to Amazon S3 also, you can do that one. Example, if you want to export data, you can select the specific data and you can export that particular, whatever we have logs in CloudWatch, it will be stored to S3 bucket. Okay, understand, right? Depends on use cases. Okay, understand, right? I hope understand, right? How do we create the log group? Next video we will see, right, how do we store the logs, VPC Flow logs to the CloudWatch, so that you will get some idea. Okay, and if you want to be start tiling, you can do that one. This is live tiling. Okay, you can do this one also. Okay, if you want everything. Okay, remember again, I'm telling, for production, right, usually we will choose the standard one. For lower environments, we'll be choose either infrequent or infrequent usually, but because in lower environments, right, especially for VPC Flow log, we may not be check much. So that's why we always choose to either S3 bucket or we will be store it in infrequent to save some cost. Okay, understand, right? I hope understand. Any questions? Now we are going to discussing about how do we send the VPC Flow logs to CloudWatch. Let's see the demo so that you will get some idea. Okay. For that one, VPC, we have a dev VPC. For this dev VPC, right, we are going to be enabling logs, VPC Flow logs. Okay. Just go to here, go to the flow logs. Here we have an option, create a flow log. Okay. And here you have to give the specific one. We basically this is the dev, right? I'm giving the dev VPC Flow logs. Okay. Dev VPC Flow logs. Okay. Now here you have to select which type of one, whether you want to be store that logs only accept one, reject one, all. Usually recommended way is always choose the all. Okay, select the all. Here here we have option maximum aggregation interval. Here we have to choose whether 10 minutes or 1 minute. Usually in real time, right, we always recommended to choose 10 minutes. But currently for practice purpose, I'm choosing the 1 minute to showcase the logs easily, okay, quickly. And here very most important, Here we have multiple ways. One is CloudWatch, second one is Amazon S3 bucket, okay, and also data file host. We have same account or different account. Okay, earlier video in AWS S3 concept, right? I showcase how do we store that VPC Flow logs to in S3, right? Okay, understand, right? Now what I'm doing here, right? Currently I'm going to store it in CloudWatch. For that one, we already created a log group earlier. Okay, dev and VPC Flow logs. For that one, right? You can drop down here. You can check it. You can select the particular one. Currently, we have only one. If you have a multiple, right? You can search with the specific name. You can able to see it here. Okay. Now here this is fine. Now here what we have to do, right? You have to give the specific IAM role. We need to provide some permissions. Okay. For that one, right? You can click the info, and here you have an option VPC Flow logs. Click this one. Okay. Here, if you come down, here you can see that publish flow logs to CloudWatch. Okay, you can select this one, and you can come here. Here, if you see here, click the first one. Okay, IAM role for publishing flow logs to the CloudWatch. We require a IAM role. If you observe here you require the IAM role. For that one, right? What you have to do? First, you have to create the IAM policy. This particular policy, right? You have to provide the this whatever policy they are providing. Okay, what this policy will do, right? Create a log group, and also we are giving the create a log stream. Earlier I shown, right? Inside the log group we have a log stream. Okay, the permissions we are giving, and also put log events is nothing but inside the log stream, right? It will be store the logs. Okay, for that one we require permissions from VPC Flow VPC to the particular CloudWatch. Okay, that's why we are giving the permissions. And also if you describe the log groups and also describe log streams as well, we are giving. For resource here, right? We are giving star means enter. This same policy you can use it for other QA UAT prod also. Okay. Now I copy this one. Go to here. Go to IAM. Okay. Sorry. Go to IAM. Here. Roles. First you have to create the policy. Create a policy, and here you can give the JSON. We already having the JSON, right? JSON, and come down. You can click the next, and here I'm giving, right? Dev CloudWatch VPC Flow logs policy. Okay, flow log policy. Okay, now you can give the description here, and you can see it here. Whatever, now I'm giving the name as well. Okay, you can give any name. I'm giving the CloudWatch VPC Flow logs one. Create a policy. Now we can search here. Search with that name. You can able to see here, and also you can able to see the whatever we mentioned the policy. Okay, clear, right? Now what you have to do? You can come down. Here you have to create the role, and you have to give the trust relationship. Okay, so you have to give the assume role trust relationship. Okay, trust policy, how to assign it. For that one, right? Go to here, go to the roles, and create a role. Here, especially we don't have any VPC flow logs. Now I'm just selecting the VPC. Okay, now select the VPC, or you can select the EC2 also. Fine, I'm selecting the EC2. Just create a next. Okay, now you can select here the particular name, whatever policy, select that one. Usually we don't have any VPC flow logs one. That's why just I'm selecting the EC2. Later I will change that particular trust policy. Okay, whatever assume policy, it will be pointing to EC2. Then I will be replaced to VPC flow logs. Okay, I will show you that one. Yeah, here you can write. You can. Yeah. Next. Here you give one. Okay, you can give it here. Click next, and here I'm giving that CloudWatch VPC Flow logs role. I'm giving. Okay, you can give any name as your wish, but currently just I'm giving that name. Okay, you can give it here name. You can give it here. Create a role. Now we create a role, right? But if you see here, we have created a role. Okay, but see here in trust relationship, right? It is pointing to EC2 only, but we have to update to VPC flow logs. Okay, we have to update to VPC flow logs. Before going to that one, right? First, just verify whatever we attach this one. Go to the trust relationship, edit a trust policy. Here, what you have to do, right? Whatever they provided here, right? Same thing. Services VPC flow logs and STS assume role. Okay, just copy this one and you can paste it here. Okay, you can paste it here, and we save, update the policy. Now, if you see here, we have updated perfectly. Now, what you have to do, right? We have created the role, and then we are going to be here and search with that particular name, refresh this, and you can search with that particular CloudWatch VPC Flow logs role. Okay, clear, right? Now we have attached. Now, what you have to do? Log record format. As I suggested, in AWS default format, this is fine. In case if you require customized one, you can select the customized one also. But I will recommend choose the default format. This is enough to troubleshoot, or and also it is providing all the information related to VPC Flow logs one. Okay, you don't require to choose the custom format. Okay, and also if you want to be include ECS metadata also, you can do that one, but we don't require that one. Okay, clear. And ECS is the one of the AWS Elastic Container Service. Okay, fine. Now, example I have selected. Okay, fine. Now you can create the policy. Okay. Now, if you create the policy, right, it is created the policy. Now it is throwing the error. Give me 1 second. You don't require, because at least one cluster required. I'm disconnecting this ECS. Okay. Usually, right, if you select this one, right, in your account, at least it should record one ECS cluster should be created already. But we don't have, right? That's why it is throwing error. Just uncheck. Create a policy flow log. Now, if you see here, we have created a flow log for this particular dev VPC. Now, we can go here in this particular VPC flow logs. You can check it here. What is the name? What is the ID? Okay, what type of we selected, whether accept or reject. And also you can check the CloudWatch logs, and also you can check the destination. Okay, and also you can check the specific ARN, whatever we created ARN for the particular CloudTrail. Okay, sorry, VPC flow logs. Okay, and you can see the seed here, maximum aggregation interval, usually like 1 minute or 10 minutes. Remember, guys, highly recommended to choose 10 minutes, because if you select 1 minute, right, you may lose that particular information. That's why we always suggest to choose select the 10 minutes. But for practicing purpose, right, I selected 1 minute to showcase quickly. Okay, when it was created here, one of the most important, if it is showing active, right, it means like whatever we set up, everything's fine. Okay, and also you can see the log line format. You can check it here. Okay, and one more thing, guys, you can't modify once you create it. If you want, you can delete the flow logs. Okay, fine. Now what you have to do, go to that go to here, go to select the specific log group. Okay, now you can come here. Now you can check it here. Currently we don't have anything, because we didn't use anything, right? That's why. Now what I'm doing here, right, I'll be launch one EC2 instance, so that it will be write the logs, because when you launch the EC2 instance, right, it will be create the particular EC2 under the particular VPC, right? That's why it will be write the logs, whether it will be allowed accept or reject. Okay, wait for few seconds. Okay, fine. Now, if you see here, I launched one EC2 instance. Okay, this is the EC2 instance, and you can check that particular ENA as well. Go to the network interfaces. Okay, here when you launch the EC2 instance, right, it will be create one network interface. Correct. Now this is the network interface 1B 31B. Okay, copy this one. Now, if you go to the CloudWatch log group, right, you can check it here. Okay, now you can check it here 31B. Okay, here inside this particular log stream, right, you can able to check whether it is rejected or allow. Okay, everything you can able to see it here. Now, if you see here, go up here. Okay, here you can see that particular logs, whether it is allowing or accept or reject. If you see here, example, we can see this version, this is the code number, okay, this is the ENI, okay, this is the source IP, destination IP, what is the source port, destination port, everything you can able to see here, when it was started, when it was ended, okay, and also you can see it here, whether it is accept or reject. You can also see it here, okay or no data, okay, skip data, everything you can see here. Now, what I'm doing here, right, I will do one thing. I want to be search only reject one. How do we do? For that one, right, just search here with that name. Okay, then it will give only rejected one. If you see here, you can able to see only reject, whatever rejected one, right, you can able to search here. And also in case if you record only rejected one specific IP address, example, you can take this IP. Okay, 198.225. You can give this one, and you can filter, sorry, you can enter it. Okay, now you can see here in this particular reject on this particular IP range, you can able to see only one entry. Okay, understand that? This is the process of troubleshooting. You can also check last 12 hours, and also you can check specific time. Let's take an example. I need a specific time. You can check it here, and also you can choose your local time. Your local time is nothing but your India time. I mean IST time. Example, I'm connecting my IST time, right? Because that is my local time, IST time. You can able to see with that one as well. Okay, understand that? In case if you want to see this whatever data, right, you can see it plain text. I can do that one here, the plain text. And also in case if you want to be see it in column details, you can see it here. Okay, in case if you want to be see it unmasked protected data, you can see it here. Okay, everything you can able to see the specific logs. These are one of the most advantage when you configure VPC Flow logs to CloudWatch. You can easy to troubleshoot and also can able to easy to what we can say, you can easy to search it. Okay, any issues occur, right? You can easy to come here and you can easy to search it. Okay, understand it? Now, if you observe here, same reject on specific IP address, you can see the two rejections. Okay, you can able to see here. See, remember one thing, not only VPC flow logs, we can store it CloudTrail logs. Okay, we can store the WAF logs. We can store our application logs as well. Depends on use cases, we'll be choose the specific log group and we can store in the logs in whatever flow logs, VPC flow logs, CloudTrail logs, anything, we will be store it here and we can troubleshoot easily. Remember, again, I'm telling, when you create the log group, right, you have to decide whether you want to choose standard one or infrequent one. Basically, in real time, right, for lower environments, we'll be choose the standard, infrequent. For production, right, we always choose the standard one only because we required a lot of advanced features inside the particular log group. That's why. Okay, understand, right? Any questions? I hope understand, right? We're going to discussing about how do we set up CloudWatch alarm for EC2 instance. Okay, let's see the demo so that you will get some idea. Let's take example. We have a EC2 instance. Okay, example, this particular EC2 instance, it is reached a specific amount of CPU. I mean, it is utilizing 50% CPU utilization. Okay, you need to get notification. Or if you want to be set up like that particular EC2 instance, it is reached to 50% CPU utilization. You want to create a new instance, or else if you want to be reboot the server, okay, you can do that one. How do we do? Let's see. Okay, for that one, right, select the specific one, and before going to select, right, you can go to the CloudWatch. Okay, in this CloudWatch we have option alarms. You can see it now. Currently we haven't set up anything, right? That's why it is showing that empty one. If you see here we have a alarms. In all alarms, you can able to see it here if you have anything. Currently we don't have anything, right? That's why we are not able to see it here. Okay, now what you can do, right? You can create alarm from here as well, or else you can select the specific EC2 instance, go to the actions, go to the monitor and troubleshoot. Here you have option manage CloudWatch alarms. Click this one. Here you can able to do that one. If you want to be create an alarm, you can do that one. If you want to be edit existing alarm, you can do that one. Okay, currently we don't have any alarms, right? That's why create an alarm. Okay, now here very most important thing, let's take example, my server is utilizing 50% of CPU, so I need to get a notification for that one, right? You can set up alarm notification. Here you have to create a SNS. SNS is nothing but simple notification service. First we have to set up an SNS so that you can able to see it here drop down. For that one, right, what I'm doing, go to here and search with SNS. Okay, this particular simple notification service, I will do one thing here. For my mail, personal mail ID, I can subscribe and I can use that alarm and the particular alarm when I am setting the specific alarm here. Okay, I can choose that particular SNS here. Okay, and now what I'm doing here, right, you can click the topics. Currently we don't have any topics. Create a topic. Don't worry guys, we can discuss more on this SNS part, SNS service concept. Okay, just I'm creating here email notification. Here you can give any name. I'm just giving that email notification. Okay, you don't require to do any discuss here. Later part we can discuss. Just create a topic. Now what you have to do, right? now I have created a topic. Inside the topic, I have to subscribe. Okay, specific topic. Okay, now I have to subscribe one. Here we have multiple ways: SQS, Lambda, email, HTTP, HTTPS, SMS, right? Currently, I'm going to selecting this email. Okay, select the email and you can give your mail ID. Remember, guys, for practice purpose, I'm giving my personal mail ID, but in real time, right, you will give the office mail ID. Example, if you are working a TechWall with Murli company, you can give example murli@techwall-with-murli.com, murli@tcs.com, like that. Okay. Now you can do that one. Create a subscription. Now what will happen, right? It will send the notification to our mail. If we observe here, currently it is showing the pending notification. Here we give the our email address. Okay. Wait for 1 minute. We can check it in mail. Now, if you see here, in my mail, right, I got the mail and it is asking the confirm subscription. Click this confirm subscription. Once we click this one, right, it will show the subscription complete, and also you can refresh this one. It is showing like pending to confirmed. It means like whatever inside the topic, right, inside the topic in subscription, we have done that one. Okay, refresh this. Okay, wait for 1 second. Okay, fine. Now we have confirmed the particular mail. Now what you have to do, right? Go to here, go to EC2, just refresh this one. Okay. Now again select the particular option. Yeah, here alarm notification. We already created email notification. Select this one, and here very most important alarm action. Okay, if you get a specific notification, what you have to do? If you enable this one, right, you have an option, different option. If you want to be reboot the server, you can do that one. If you want to be stop the server, you can do that one. If you want to be terminate the server, you can do that one. Based on we selected condition here, right, alarm threshold. Based on that one, if you get any alert, you can if you get an alert, you can choose specific one. Okay, depends on use cases. We'll be choose this alarm action. But in our case, right, just I'm selecting stop instance. It means, right, example, if it is utilized 50%, 50% of CPU utilization, okay, specific duration, what will happen, right? This particular server, whatever running the EC2 instance, right? It will be, the particular EC2 instance will be stopped. Okay, fine. Now here we have option alarm threshold. Here you have to select whether you want to be average or minimum or maximum or sample account or sum. Currently, I selected the average CPU utilization. We have multiple options here, whether you want to be choose CPU or disk or discrete write-offs. Okay, networking out, CPU credit usage, status check failed, either system level or instance level, you can select that one. And also we have option here, status check failed as well. Currently, I'm selecting here CPU utilization. I'm selecting here CPU utilization. That one also here we have alarm when condition greater than or equal to or less than or equal to or less than. Currently, I'm giving here at 50. It means 50%. I mentioned here, and here consecutive period. It means like how many times with specific period. I'm selecting the 5 minutes. The default is 5 minutes. I have selected the 5 minutes. In case if here 1 minute is not enabled, 5 minutes you have to select. I have selected 5 minutes. It means, right, it will be in this particular 5 minutes at least one time at least we gave here, right? At least one time it will reach the it will reach the specific server CPU utilization 50%. It will send the notification. Okay, it will send the notification, and also whatever we mention alarm actions, right, it will be applied. Okay, example, it will be stop the instance. Okay, usually we won't choose this alarm action. In case if you when we will be choose this alarm action, right, in case the particular server, it will be under auto scaling group. During that time we will be choose this one. But when it comes to the real time, right, very rarely we will use alarm action. But I want to show you how it will work. That's why I'm selected the stop instance. Okay, now you can select this one, and in case if you want to give a specific name, alarm name, you can give it, and also you can give the alarm description as well. And if you see here in this particular alarm also, you can see here we mentioned the 50%, but the current CPU utilization is 1.6. Okay, if you see here around 1 only, 1% only. Okay, but we mentioned 50%. Okay, clear, right? You can create alarm. Okay, we create alarm. Now it is created the alarm, and also you can go to now it is created alarm, and also you can go to here alarms. Here left side we have all alarms. You can see it here, whatever we created. If you see here, this is the alarm name, and if it is showing the insufficient data, remember when you created the alarm, right? Initially it will show this one, later sometime it will be back normal. Okay, and when it was last update, and also you can see the condition, what condition we mentioned. If CPU utilization 50% utilized within 5 minutes, at least once it will reach the 50%. It means like we gave the action enabled. Action enabled, what we did, this particular EC2 instance should be stop. EC2 instance should be stop state. Okay, understand that? This one, you can click this one also. You can see it here, the particular CPU utilization, how much we have currently. If you see here, currently we have around 1% only, but we kept 50%. So for that one, what you have to do? For that one, right? I connected the server. I have connected the server. Now I will use one stress command. Okay, stress command to increase the CPU utilization. If you see here, currently, if you use the top command, right? If you use top command, currently 0% CPU utilization or 1% CPU utilization. But now what I will do, right? Now what I will do, I will use the stress command. I will use the stress command to increase the CPU utilization of particular server. Okay, you can give the control C, it will be cancelled. Now what you have to do, right? It is our server is Amazon Linux, right? For that one, we have a command. First, we have to enable the EPL. You have to install that EPL. Now I'm running this command to install the EPL. Okay. What happened? Give me 1 second. One thing you have to remember here, EPL, it won't support Amazon Linux 2023. Okay. In our case, right, our server is Amazon Linux 2023. Amazon Linux 2023. So that's why we don't require to run this command. If we use Amazon Linux 2022, Amazon Linux 2, we can run this command. Okay. And one more thing, next we have to install the stress command. For that one, yum install stress command I'm using. You can run this command. Okay, understand that? Don't confuse. EPL not required because Amazon Linux 2023 server it won't support. But in our case, our server is Amazon Linux 2023. That's why it is not running. But we don't require. If you use Amazon Linux 2 server, right? You have to run that EPL command. Okay. Next command, if you see here, can come down. You can see here. Now it is install the stress. Okay. Now you can go here and install the command, right? Now what you have to do, right? Final command, you have to use this command to increase the CPU and memory. Okay. If you use this command, right, what will happen? This command will do, it will be increase the CPU so that it will be reach. Now you can check it here. Now if you see here, currently it is choosing only 0%. It is using 0% only. Now what I will do, right? I will run this command so that it will be increase more than 50% of CPU utilization, so that we'll get the notification, so that you will be understand like what exactly the uses of that one. Okay. Now I'm using this command, running this. Now if you see here, it is if you go and check it here, currently it is using 63% of CPU, and if you see here 96%. Now what you have to do, right? Go to that go to here, alarm, you can check it here. Currently how much we have. Okay, we have to wait for 5 minutes. In this particular, inside the particular 5 minutes, right? If it reach 1%, one time, the particular 50% CPU utilization, you will get an alarm. Okay. Now you can see here, currently it is 11%. Wait for a few more minutes. Okay, you have to wait for a couple of minutes. Okay, wait for. Now if it's see here, right, it is reached to more than 50% the CPU utilization. Okay. Now go to the EC2 instance and refresh it here. Okay, still it is not yet raise the alert. Okay, usually, right, it will raise the alert and it will stop the EC2 instance. Okay, and also we have to verify our mail as well. Give me 1 second. Now if you see here, we got the alert. Okay, in alarm, and also you can go to here and you can check the particular Murli server. It is showing the stop state. The reason is we did what we did. When we mentioned that particular alarm as a like we will get the notification to SNS, and also we given the condition like if we get alert, we have to be stop this particular instance. Okay, that's why to stop the instance. Understand, right? This is the process of setting up alarm for EC2 instance. Okay, usually, right, in real time, majorly some of the organizations, they are using CloudWatch only to set up we'll set up the monitoring for that particular EC2 instances. Some of the organizations, right, they will be use a Datadog. Okay, they will be use Datadog, Dynatrace. There are multiple things they will be use it. Okay, understand, right? Okay, clear? Any questions now? Any questions now? Now what we'll do, right? We'll be delete everything. We already we created the servers, right? I'm going to delete this one. Okay, now before going to do, right, you can check it here 100%. Now what I'm doing here, right, it is already cancelled it. Okay, now what you have to do, right? Just cancel this one. It is cancelled. Okay, fine. Now what you have to do, right? Now I will be terminate this EC2 instance. Okay, and also I can delete alert here. Go here and you can select the specific one. Okay, here go to the actions and delete it. I'm deleting the alert as well, and also I'm going to delete the SNS whatever we set up, right? Go to the topic and you can delete the specific topic. Okay, delete this, sorry, delete here, and you can delete me. You can type it delete me. Okay, so that it will be delete that particular topic as well. Okay, now if you see here, we have deleted that one. Any questions now? Okay, this is the process of setting alert. And remember one thing, guys, in real time, majorly, we'll be use Datadog or we'll be use Dynatrace, right? We'll be use it. Very rare cases will be set up individual EC2 instances for particular alarm. But you should be aware, like, how do we set up, in case your manager or team lead will ask you, hey, Murli, can you please set up alarm for this particular EC2 instance? If the particular EC2, it will reach the 90% of CPU utilization, we have to get the alert. That's for that, right? You have to create the SNS topic. Then you have to set up inside the EC2 instance. And one more thing, guys, whatever you set up for SNS topic, right? During that time, you are giving the mail, subscription is mail, right? For that one, right? In real time, don't give your personal mail. It means, like, example, you are working TCS, okay? Okay, murli.tcs.com. Okay, murli@tcs.com. Don't give this name. Okay, what we will do, right? We have in real time, right? We have a one separate mail, example, DevOps@tcs.com. Okay, using this one, using this one only will be set up. Will be subscribe it. The reason is, if you set up murli@tcs.com, in case if you left the organization, right, your mail will be delete. What will happen, right? This particular mail, it won't work. That is the one drawback. And the second one is, right, if you mention this one, right, you only get the notification. But in real time, right, we will be create a specific group, DevOps@tcs.com, like that. Inside the group, right, all the DevOps engineers, they will be added. So if you use this DevOps@tcs.com, it means, like, indirectly everyone will get a notification inside our organization. That's why we always suggested to choose this one. And one more thing, for practice purpose, you can give your personal mail ID, but in real time, don't give it. Even if interview level, don't say, like, we give our personal mail ID @gmail.com. If you say that one, right, they can easily identify, okay, this guy is not worked. Okay, understand, right? Any questions now? Now we are going to discussing about how do we delete the log group, CloudWatch log group. Let's see the demo so that you will get some idea. So earlier we discussed, right, creation of log group, and also we store our VPC Flow log, right? Now what we can do, we can delete that log group. Before going to delete that one, we have to delete VPC Flow logs as well. So first we can see it here. Here we have a log group. Okay. If you want to delete this particular log group, you can select this one and go to the actions, and you can delete a specific log group. Remember, guys, one thing, once you delete these log groups, right, you can't able to roll back, revert back. Okay. So now I'm deleting this particular log group is deleted. And also what you have to do, right, you have to delete the particular server as well. I have deleted the server, and also go to the VPC and specific VPC, right? Here we have a, we already enabled flow logs one, right? Just go and delete this one. Okay, select this one, delete a flow logs, and delete here. Remember, if you not delete, right, it will be chargeable. So you don't want to waste money. Okay, that's why I'm suggesting once you practice completed, right, whatever you done, try to be deleted. I already deleted the particular flow logs, and I'm going to that IAM as well. Remember, IAM, it won't be charged anything, but still we already created the policy and group, right? And policy and role, right? We can delete that one. Okay. Go to the policies. Here you can select that. You can select the customer managed policy because we have created, right? That's why it is customer managed. Select that one and go to the actions. Delete, and you can delete here. Okay. Before going to delete this particular policy, it is showing the error like you already attached this particular policy to the entity. It means role we already attached, right? Go to the roles. Okay. Here we have a role. Select that one. Go to delete, and you can type in that particular role name. Okay. I'm typing here and delete this. Once we delete this particular role, right, you can delete policy as well. Go to the policy. Again, I'm selecting here customer managed policy. Okay, you can select here and you can delete this particular one. Okay, remember, I always suggest once you practice completed, try to be delete so that it won't be charged much and your account won't be suspend. Otherwise, what will happen, right? If you keep on creating, if you're not deleting whatever you done practicing, right? So what will happen, right? One day it will be increase your AWS cost. I mean your bill. So if you're not paying that one, right, your account will be suspend. That's why I highly recommend try to be deleted. Okay. And one more thing, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me via LinkedIn, Instagram, and also we have. Now we are going to discussing about what is CloudTrail, AWS CloudTrail, why we use AWS CloudTrail, and what types of log types available in CloudTrail. We can see it. First one, what is CloudTrail? CloudTrail is the AWS service that supports governance and compliance and operational and risk auditing of your AWS account. Here, right, this particular CloudTrail, it will be record and logs of all API calls made on your AWS account. Inside the AWS accounts, right, if someone is created the EC2 instance, someone is deleted the DynamoDB table, someone is stopped the EC2 instance, all the all the API calls, it will be captured on your AWS account. Okay, whether you did through AWS console or whether you did through AWS SDK or command line. Also, if some other service also it is stopped, example auto scaling group, it will be delete the instance, right? Those information also it will be captured. Okay, there are different types of log events available in the CloudWatch. Okay, one is management event, one is management event. This what this management events will do, right? Let's take example. You have created the bucket, you have deleted the bucket, you have created the EC2 instance, you have deleted the EC2 instance, you have stopped the EC2 instance. Those information it will be captured. Remember, guys, this is AWS resource level. It will be captured this particular management events. When it comes to the data events, it means like within the particular resource, someone modified. Example, you can take S3 bucket. S3 bucket, right? Object level, someone is deleted object, someone is modified the object. Then what will happen? This data events will be captured. Remember, again, I'm telling management events, it will be captured the AWS resources related. When it comes to the data events, right? Within the AWS resource, if something happen, it will be capturing that particular this particular data events, it will be captured. But here you have to remember, data events it will support only few of the resources, not all the resources. Example, S3 RDS, there are multiple resources available. Okay, understand, right? And also you can see the insight events, what it will do, right? It is unusual activities or changes in the API call. Okay, it will be captured that those logs, this particular insight events. Okay, this way it will be used that machine learning language. Using that one, it will be detect and unusual activities, everything it will be captured. Okay, and CloudTrail lake events. This particular events logged in CloudTrail lake for detailed querying and analysis, it will be capture this information. But remember, guys, in real time, we will be use one is management events. Second one is we will be use the data events. Okay, but 99%, 100% will be enable these management events. But when it comes to the data events, right, very rare cases, especially for example, you have a S3 bucket. That S3 bucket, it is more important. If someone is deleted any objects inside the S3 bucket, if you want to be captured, right, we'll be use the data events. Okay, we'll be use the data events. If someone is added the data, if you want to be captured, we'll be use this data events only. Okay, understand it? And also I will show you that how we can check it, right? For that one, go to AWS account, and one more thing, CloudTrail is the region specific. Currently, I'm in North Virginia. Okay. Now here you can type it CloudTrail. Okay, CloudTrail. Okay, now you can click this one, and here you can see it here. This is left side. You can click it. Here we can see the event history. Here you can see the entire event history. Remember, guys, this particular management events, right? Last 90 days, you can check it here. Last 90 days, you can check it here. But you may ask question, Murli, here we can see the only 90 days, right? In case if you required more than 90 days, what you have to do? You have to create this particular CloudTrail, this one, okay, trial one, and then you have to push the logs to either S3 bucket or either CloudWatch. You have to push the log to CloudWatch. Here you have to select what type of logs you are going to push it. Whether you are going to push it event logs, okay, whether you are going to push it to what type of logs you need to select when you are setting this trial. I can also show you later part. Okay, clear, right? Now here you can show the go to the events, and here you can see it. Example, someone is earlier I have stopped the instance. You can go here, come down. Okay, you can also check it here. What you can do, select here event name. Okay, terminate, type it terminate. Okay, I have terminated the EC2 instance. Whether it is captured or not, we can see it. Okay, terminate. Okay, here you can check it here, right? Terminate instances, select this one. Now, if you see here, just now I have terminated this particular instance. Who terminated? Murli user, because I have logged in with my user. If you see here, I logged in with my user. So I have terminated the instance. That's why it is captured the particular information. Okay. Now you can click this one. Before going to click, right, we can see it here. This is the event name. And here you can see all the events names. And here event time, when it was happened, what the user and event source. It is related to EC2, right? EC2 stop, right? That's why it is showing that EC2. And the resource type, that is also instance. And resource name, what is the instance ID? Okay, it will be captured here. Okay. Now what you can do, right? You can click this one. Okay. Now here you can see that event type, username, event name. Okay. And also which access key you used and what is the source IP. This is my public IP. Remember, guys, this is my public IP. How can we get it? You can go here. You can type it. What is my public IP? Okay. So what is my public IP or what is my IP? Anything's fine. Okay, you can come down. Yeah, here you can see what is my IP address. Click this one. Here you can get it. That particular IP address, Spotify dot. Okay, here also you can see that IP. Okay, which region? It is in North Virginia. Okay, and also here event ID, requester ID also you can come down. Which resource is affected? That one you can see it here. Resource name. This is the EC2 instance. It is stopped. Okay, terminated. And also you can see the event record as well here, user identity, which user, okay? And also here you can see the username as well, when it was created, okay? And also you can check it everything. Okay, example, your team leader manager came to you, hey Murli, so we have a database server, someone is stopped the EC2 instance. We have a database server, someone is deleted the particular database server. Can you please find out who has deleted? Okay, then what you have to do, right? In your mind, you have to get it. Yeah, we can use the CloudTrail logs. Using that CloudTrail logs, we can check it, terminate instance, and then we can check it at a particular day. Okay, so that we can do that one. And also you can check it here as well, a specific day. So depends on the particular day, right? It will be showcased. And also you can select the absolute range as well when you want. Again, I'm telling, it will be support only last 90 days. It will be support only. Now, I mean, you can see it here, last 90 days only. In case if more than 90 days, right, what you have to do, whatever logs you have, you have integrated with either S3 or CloudWatch, right? Go to CloudWatch and you can verify it. So specific date, and then we can find out that particular who has deleted that particular one. Example, I have showcased this terminate instances, okay? And also I will showcase how do we set up as well, so that you will get some idea. Okay, clear, understand that? Very most important, guys. Majorly, right, if someone is deleted, someone accidentally or not, doesn't matter. Someone is deleted the EC2 instance or DynamoDB table, S3 bucket. So we can come here and we can select the specific event name, and you can search here, and then you can select, and you can also select the specific date as well. And here you can see the specific instance. And okay, here user also, you can check with the try with user as well. If you see here, You can try with AWS access key, event ID, event source, read only, resource name, username. Like take an example, I have given the user. The username I have given that my user Murli, and here with the Murli user, right? You can check it. What are the changes happen? Log, lookup events. Okay. This particular list discovered resources, everything it will be capturing. Okay, all the AWS related API calls it will be captured this particular management events. Okay, understand that? And also data events as well, also there, but the data events, right, within the AWS resource it will be captured. Example, I can show you within the resource anything happen, right? It will be captured data events. Example, I'm giving here something. Okay, and you can come here, you can click here. No, you can use existing one. Okay, I don't require KMS, just uncheck it. Okay, just I want to show you that one. Okay, if you see here data events, right, select this data events, and here you can come down, here you can see the data events. Okay, here very most important, it will support only few of the resources, not for all. Okay, it will support S3, DynamoDB, Lambda. Okay, there are multiple services it will support. Again, I am telling this particular data events, it won't support all the services. It will support only few. Especially we will use it for S3 bucket only. Okay, inside the object, if someone is deleted, updated, right, we wanted to monitor, so we can enable this data events, but very rare cases. Again, I'm telling very rare cases. And also you can, if you want, you can enable insight as well. Okay, network activity event also it is came recently. Okay, not using much. Okay, clear, right? Fine. Any questions now? This is one of the most, and also I will show you the practical. How do we create a, CloudTrail, trail one, and push the logs to S3 bucket. And from S3, right, what we can do, we can capture the, we will be use either in AWS, we have Athena, and also they will be store it in CloudWatch also. But CloudWatch is little bit expensive and we won't use much. The reason is, right, this CloudTrail, we may not be used much, only for governance and compliance purpose, we'll be enabling CloudTrail logs. Okay, we need to maintain at least 1 year logs for CloudTrail. Okay, for that one, we'll be set up CloudTrail. Okay, understand that? But also 100% sure we need to be enabled. We'll be enabled also. Okay, fine. Any questions now? If we have, now we are going to discuss about how do we configure AWS CloudTrail logs sent to Amazon S3. Okay, let's see the demo so that you will get some idea. Okay. So for that one, right, go to that here and go to the CloudTrail. Okay. Now you can search here. Earlier I showcase, right, default 90 days logs we can able to see it here, but in real time, right, some of the use cases for dev QA UAT prod accounts, AWS accounts, so we may need to be storing those logs to in S3 or CloudWatch, depends on company norms. Okay, that's why what you have to do, right, we have to create the CloudTrail logs and we can send the logs to the S3 bucket. Okay, for that one, right, go to dashboards, and here you have an option create a trail. Click this one, and here you have to give the trail name. And remember, guys, this specific CloudTrail is region specific. Okay, now here I'm giving that name is CloudTrail logs. Okay, you can give any name, unique name, specific name, and here this particular trail logs, right, CloudTrail logs, we need to store either create a new bucket and store it, or you can use existing bucket and you can store it here. Currently, I'm selecting the new bucket. How the bucket will be, right? AWS CloudTrail logs, and this is the account number, and then here it's adding the specific unique number. Okay, unique ID. And if you see here where exactly logs will be stored inside this bucket. We have, it will be created AWS log, and it will be created the account number. Inside the account number, it will be stored all the CloudTrail logs. Okay, and also you can see if you want to be set up SS KMS encryption, you can do that one, but we don't require. You can disable it. And also if you want to be validate the log file validation, you can enable it. Default it is enabled, you can keep it. And in case if you want to send the notification, if any logs is storing, if you want to be send the notification, you can give it here. Currently we don't require. And in real time also, we don't use this SNS notification delivery. Okay, and one more thing, if we see here you can see the particular CloudWatch logs, we can store it in specific log group as well. Okay, we can store it these logs to the specific log group as well. Currently, I'm not storing. Later part, I will show you how do we store our CloudTrail logs to the CloudWatch. But in real time, right? Usually, we always store this CloudTrail logs to the S3 bucket only. The reason is in default, right? In AWS, you can see the 90 days logs. Okay, and one more thing. CloudTrail logs very rarely will be verify in case if someone is deleted specific example, they have deleted DynamoDB table earlier as shown, right? So if you want to be verify, you can during that time only will be review this CloudTrail logs, who has deleted, when it was deleted, everything you can able to identify easily. Okay, fine. And you can here you can give that particular name, and I'm giving here is CloudTrail logs, and click the next button. Here, one of the most important, what type of logs you want to be stored. If you select the management events, right? Anything related to specific AWS resources. Let's take example. I have created the resource EC2. I have deleted the VPC. I have deleted the DynamoDB table. I have created the DynamoDB table. Those information it will be captured when you select the management events. It is like AWS API calls. Okay, understand that? And coming to that data events, let's take example. You have a specific resource. Example, you have S3. Inside the S3, you have written that you have downloaded or you have uploaded a specific file. You have deleted a specific file. Those information, if you want to be captured, it will be used. Choose the data events, and also you can choose the insight events as well. These insight events, right, especially for any unusual activity or errors or user behavior in your account, it will be capture this one. Especially, right, in real time, majorly we will be choose only management events. Depends on use cases, we will be choose the data events and insight events. But I will show you 3 options so that you will get some idea. And if you see here, whatever we selected here, right, it will be display here. Currently, if we see here, we have a management events. In this particular management events, API activity, whether you want to be only read option or whether you want to be write. I'm selecting both read and write. And also, if you want to be exclude AWS KMS events, if you want to be exclude AWS RDS data API events, you can select this one. Why you need to exclude, right? This KMS and Amazon RDS data API events, it will little bit more. That's why if you want to be exclude, you can do that one. But currently, I'm not doing anything. You can ignore that one. Okay, in real time also, you won't be exclude anything. Just keep it up. Okay. And if you see here data events, right, as I said, it will be support multiple things. Example, S3, DynamoDB, Lambda. There are multiple services it will be support. Example, if in S3, right, if someone is deleted, if someone is uploaded, okay, it will be read-only events or write events. You can select the specific one. But remember, again, I'm telling this data events, it depends on use cases. We'll be choose this one. Okay. Example, I have selected the S3 bucket and all events. Okay. And if you want, you can give the specific selector name, optional. And coming to here, if you see here, insight events as well, we already selected in top right, insight events. The particular insight events, you can see that particular API call rate and also API error rate. You can select and you can get the specific logs as well. Remember, guys, this API call rate, right? Example, currently API calls, it is happening only 10, but unexpectedly it is increased to 100, 200, right? During that time, it will be capture all the information inside events as well. But this is a little bit chargeable, extra additional charge. But in real time, we won't use, just uncheck it. Okay. Now we can click the next button. Now, if you see here, once we click that one, you have to review what you gave. If you see here, trial name, and also you can see the trial location where it will be store the logs. Okay. And also you can see the log file validation, whether it is enabled or disabled. And also you can see the SNS notification, and also you can see the multi-region. It means, right, single in this particular, I have created CloudTrail in North Virginia, right? It will be capture all the regions. It means like if I go to the Oregon region, if I delete the DynamoDB table, those information also, it will be stored in our account. Remember, if you enable this multi-region trial, it will be capture all the regions. If you create a North Virginia, it will be store all the regions. Okay, all the regions logs. Understand, right? If you see here, currently we haven't enabled any CloudWatch logs. That's why it is showing empty. And here you can see that specific name, and also you can see the choose log events. What we selected management event, and also we selected the data events. And if you see here inside events, we haven't selected. Now we can create a trail, what will happen, right? It will be create the S3 bucket. The bucket name is this one, AWS specific one, and you can choose. It will be store all the logs there as well. Okay. Now, if you see here, these are the CloudTrail logs. Which region we have created, home region, and it will support whether multi-region or not. We have enabled, and if you see here, whether we enable insight or not enabled. That's why it is showing the disabled, and also you can see the organization trail, no, and which bucket it is storing. If you set up any log file prefix, also you can see it here. CloudWatch we enable or not, it is showing logging means the logs are storing in this particular bucket only. Okay, understand, right? Now what I'm doing here, right? You can open this one. Now you can, if you want to be stop the particular logging, you can click this one before going to that one, right? Now I'm checking in I'm checking in S3 whether it is created a bucket, and also it is storing the logs or not. We can verify it. Okay, go to S3, and here you can select. If you see here, if you observe here it is created the AWS CloudTrail logs. Okay, click this one, and here AWS logs. Inside the AWS log, we have a AWS account. Inside this one, right, you can see it here, CloudTrail and CloudTrail digest. Okay, now if you, the whatever logs, right, it will be stored it in CloudTrail. Click that one, CloudTrail. Currently we don't have any log, that's why it is showing that empty. Okay, it will be stored the logs. Okay, you have to wait for that one. Example, you have created ACT instance. Example, you have deleted the DynamoDB table. Those things you can, it will be captured, and you can see it here. Okay, you have to wait for a few minutes. What I will do, right, I will be create one DynamoDB table, and I will be deleted so that it will be capture the logs, and then you can able to see it here. Okay, wait for example, like I came to DynamoDB table, create a table, and you can give any name. Okay, anything's fine, and I'm giving some name, and can create a table. Now it will be create the table, and then what I will do, right, I will be again, once we create this table, right, I'll be delete the table so that whatever created and deleted, right, now it is created. Now what I'm doing here, right, I'll be delete the table as well. Okay, now you can select this particular one. Okay, and go to the delete, click the delete, and here uncheck it. I'm giving here it confirm. Okay, now what will happen, right, it will be delete the table as well. I have created the table and I have deleted the table. It means like API call happen, right? So it will be captured those logs, and it will be stored it in our S3 bucket. You have to wait for a few minutes so that it will be captured, and it will be stored in S3 bucket, because whatever we have enabled logs in S3 bucket, right? That's why it will be showcasing. Even if you can see it here as well. If you see here, it deleted alarm, start logging, everything you can able to see it here. Every logs it will be stored in S3 bucket. Whatever after we set up CloudTrail logs, right? So to store it in S3, from onwards, it will be stored. Existing logs, it won't be stored. Remember, guys, existing logs, it won't be stored to S3 bucket. Whatever currently, whatever you done, right, those logs it will be stored. You have to wait for a few minutes so that it will be, you can able to see it here. Okay, we can wait for a few minutes. Now, if you see here, we are in North Virginia. North Virginia, you can able to see here, right? Inside the North Virginia, the year is 2024, which month, and what is the date. Okay, now here you can see all the logs. The logs extension should be .json.gz file. Okay, currently, if you want to be see it, you have to download, and you have to extract it, and you have to verify that logs. Okay, but in real time, right, in case if you store it in logs in CloudTrail, CloudTrail logs in S3 bucket, you can use Athena, and okay, this is the AWS service. Using this Athena, we can review the logs as well. Okay, understand, right? This is the process of storing the logs to, CloudTrail logs to S3, but here you can mention the retention as well. Usually in real time, right, we may need to maintain at least 6 months the particular CloudTrail logs. That's why we'll be stored it in CloudWatch. Usually, like a default in AWS event history, CloudTrail log, CloudTrail events history, you can see last 90 days logs only. Last 90 days logs only, we can see it. That too, it will be visible only management events, not data events. Okay, that's why we always create a CloudTrail logs in one of the region, and then it will be capture all the regions logs. Okay, understand, right? Clear? Any questions now? No, right? Any questions now? Okay. And one more thing, go to the dashboard. Here we set up trials. You can click this particular trial. And here very most important, currently you have set up that cloud trial. Okay. But temporarily, you don't want to store those logs to the S3 bucket. What you have to do, right? You can click the stop logging, so that what will happen, right? This no longer events to the S3 bucket or CloudWatch log group, but your S3 bucket still exists. Whatever logs earlier stored, right? Those logs will be exist, and it won't be, I mean, you can still access existing logs files in the S3 bucket. Okay, clear, right? You can click the stop logging. So what will happen, right? It will be stop the logs. I mean, it won't be push whatever CloudTrail logs to the S3 bucket. Okay, if you select this stop logging. Okay, understand that? And in case if you want to be change anything, you can do that one here as well. In case if you want to change S3 bucket, if you want to change the log file validation, you can do that one. And also if you want to be change your management key events as well, if you want, you can change it. If you don't require the capture, you can select this one as well. Okay, understand that? This is the process of creating CloudTrail logs and push those logs to the S3 bucket. Okay, in real time, again telling, based on project to project, they may maintain at least 6 months logs. Okay, that's why they'll be push the logs to S3 bucket instead of CloudWatch. CloudWatch is a little bit expensive compared to S3. Okay, understand, right? Now what you have to do, right? Now I will be delete this particular one. So for that one, you can select this one. Go to click the delete one, and you can delete this one. Remember, once you delete this CloudTrail, right? So it will be deleted from here, but in whatever store it in S3 bucket, right? Those logs still exist. You have to delete manually. Okay, clear. Click the delete. Now if you see here, we have deleted trials. Now what you have to do, right? Go to that S3 bucket, and you can go to here buckets, and you can select this particular bucket and click the delete. So what you have to do, right? When you are trying to delete this bucket, first inside the bucket, the data should not be there. That's why what you have to do, right? First you have to put the empty bucket. Okay, click the empty bucket, and then you can give it here permanently delete. It means like whatever data is available inside the bucket, it will be delete first. Okay, once we delete, right, you can't revert back. Remember this point. Okay, now what you have to do, again select this one, delete. Now you can give the bucket name, so that it will be permanently delete the particular bucket. Okay, again I'm telling, in real time we mostly will be stored it in S3 bucket only. Okay, will be stored it in, not deleted. Again you can give it this. Yeah, I have given empty. Okay, now again try this. Now I'm giving this bucket name. Okay, now if you see here, our S3 bucket is deleted. Okay, understand that? Any questions now? Okay, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me via LinkedIn, Instagram, and also you can join our Telegram group, and also you can subscribe our YouTube channel, Tech World with Murli YouTube channel, to get more updates. And also you can have a look at our website, techworldwithmurli.com. I have published all the DevOps related courses, DevOps, AWS, Kubernetes, Terraform, logging and monitoring, everything. Okay, fine. Thanks for watching this video. We'll see you next video.